Hey guys, you were probably expecting this to be Spyro 2. Yeah, me too. But unfortunately I was audited by the IRS and they're telling me that if I don't get an assistant, I'll be fired. From a cannon. Into the sun. So yeah, not too keen on that idea. I've been interviewing people for the last couple of weeks, but I've kind of been stuck since these two clowns are literally having coitus in my fucking office!
It's fucking funny.
It'll be fucking funny when I rip off your noses and shove them up your asses!
Do you want me to blow you a balloon, animal?
I want you to blow it out your ass, you fucking John Bill Ricketts and Joseph Grimaldi wannabes! Well then, it appears I've vanquished the foes. Oh fuck! I said the bonus word! Time for a review! Today's game was donated by my good buddy Sidokus. Platinum Games is the greatest game developer of all time, but unfortunately I've not played all of their games. I was fortunate enough to be given a copy of Vanquish, a little celebrated shooter made by the company. If you're not aware, Platinum is mainly known for their flagship franchise Bayonetta, along with the fact that many of their members have worked on certain great games in the past, such as Beautiful Joe, Okami, and Devil May Cry. With that precedent set, a shooter seems a bit out of their comfort zone. But I love this team, and I'm very confident it'll be a good game. The game opens up with an Independence Day style cutscene where a giant space laser, yep, there's a space laser, fires down on San Francisco. It seems relatively benign at first, until phones start shorting out, liquids start boiling, and people start fucking exploding. Already much more effective than I expected. Turns out it was Russia who had taken over a space colony that had a laser on it and fired as a show of force against the United States. The Space Marines are sent to attack the Russian force, but are accompanied by our main character, Sam Gideon, who is just... wow. He's smoking on a space station. There's gotta be laws against that.
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
Oh, see? I told you. After this long cutscene, we finally get some gameplay, and that was a lie. I lied to you. We get another cutscene. I really hate when games do this. I don't need to walk down this goddamn hallway. There's nothing to do here. You could have just made this part of the scene. Please, tell me what the point of this segment was. Marines move out, get shot by baddies, land on the space station, and now we get some gameplay. And let me go ahead and break that down for you. You got yourself a standard third-person shooter. Run, take cover, shoot baddies, standard stuff. But your suit has a goddamn rocket booster and you can do this shit. Oh my god, it's awesome!
Holy shit!
On top of that, you can trigger essentially bullet time and shoot in slow motion for more precise shots. You may have noticed that there's no health bar, and you are in fact correct. See, what'll happen is if your health drops too low, the bullet time effect will kick in, allowing you a moment to think and escape your situation. I'll admit, I wasn't too keen on it at first, but after getting used to the system, I found it to be incredibly satisfying. I know it took way longer than normal to get into gameplay, but once you do get in, it's really quite good. There's something about a game dropping you into a first mission when you only have a couple of enemies that always makes me feel like, don't treat me like a baby, this game is rated M and I'm a big boy. Vanquish chooses to give you a bunch of enemies to shoot, and gives you more enemies to shoot, and then even more enemies to shoot, and then a boss, all within the first 10 minutes of gameplay. This giant robot's called the Argus, and all you gotta do is shoot its weak points for maximum damage. Drop its legs and shoot the corn. But, as if to outdo itself, the game has the robot change into another form and you repeat the process. It almost seems arduous and annoying, but since the gunplay is so much fun, you don't even think about it. It's around this point that you may have noticed these little marks next to my guns. The game has an upgrade system for weapons, but you don't spend credits or find parts or something stupid like that. Instead, you have two ways of upgrading. You can either find these green holograms and use them to instantly boost a gun's rank, or if your gun's ammo is full and you pick up another of the same gun, it puts points in towards boosting your rank. I believe it was 5 boosts to a rank. Each rank boost either gives you more power, more total ammo, or more ammo in the clip. On my second playthrough, I was able to fully upgrade the main rifle to maximum by the end of the first chapter, and man, it was a beast. Oh, let me pause the review here for a second, folks. I got another interviewee. Come on in! Alright, so it says here you're a World Martial Arts Tournament winner, you saved the Earth from multiple alien threats, and you've got great hair. Well, what makes you think you can work for me? Oh my god, it's Goku! Oh my god, I'm such a fan, you're hired, you got the job, there's not even an interview. Fuck the review, let's go get some food! I'm sorry, what? Oh, well, that's a shame. It's a shame because Goku would never turn down food and you're a fraud! I knew it! You're Vector the Crocodile! Get the fuck out of my office!
The computer room!
Why does no one respond to my interview requests seriously? Anyway. Progressing through the game, we get to the end of what feels like the first chapter, when you find out the robots have this scientist dude who actually worked and developed on Sam's suit. So he's kind of important. Unfortunately, Proto Man... Unfortunately, Zero. Unfortunately, cooler version of protagonist shows up and is all, your suit sucks. And you're all, no, you. And he's all, no, W. And you're all, no, fuck you. And he's all, no, fuck W. So you fight him, and I gotta say, it's a bit weird having to fight someone so fast compared to everything you fought up to this point. But then you remember, oh yeah, I can slow down time, that's cool. And even then, he doesn't become super easy. He's still got a shit ton of health and a 2-hit move combo that can kill you. But with some good aiming and perseverance, you'll be okay. A few missions later, and you'll find yourself rendezvousing with your missing platoon, facing 2 of the Arguses from earlier. It seems like it's unfair, but it's really as simple as timing your shots and using your weapons effectively. As long as you play it smart, aim your shots where they need to be, you'll be just fine. Plus, you can slide her on the ground and shoot, and that's fucking badass. More shooty shooty bang bang, and suddenly arsenal gear out of nowhere. This giant mech fortress thing shows up and starts wrecking face. Ain't no way to take it out, so you gotta make your way inside. The main theme of the mission is to make your way to the top of the machine and shut it down. Not too hard. Oh, well, you guys aren't doing anything, they're just having a good time. Hey guys, room for one more? Oh nope, they want to kill me. So you kill these fucks, and where'd I go now? Okay, who's throwing garbage down here? That's not cool. Come on, you guys need to stop. Oh, fuck! This thing is controlled by the red orb that dropped down towards the end. The only way to damage it is to shoot said orb. Unfortunately, it's guarded by all the parts that have accumulated. You can use EMPs to stop it, or wait for it to expose itself, and deal it some massive damage. I want to pause here and talk about subversion of expectation. The director of this game, Shinji Mikami, is most famously known for his work on the Resident Evil series. I think taking his ability to create stressful situations against things that have otherworldly or inhuman abilities is one of his key strengths. This situation feels straight out of a horror game, and I never expected it in this kind of game, and that's what keeps the game fresh. It doesn't feel out of place, but it spices up the dish just enough to keep me interested. Anyway, now that that's dead, let me move on to the next area. What the fuck was that? Oh. Well, that's from .hack. Is he here for the interview? I mean, this isn't even close to the right game. Mr. Azure Kite? You in there? You want to hang out? There's a new area to explore, and it feels vastly different from the rest of the game. One of the few weak points of Vanquish is that a lot of the areas in the game can start to feel very similar, as they all have that chrome future look to them. This area is lush, full of grass, albeit still a scientific facility in the middle, but doesn't really detract from the overall experience. If they ever make a sequel, which they should, I would love to see more varied areas to explore and fight in. This isn't a huge drawback, it's just a personal preference. Continuing down the path of the game leads to a new boss, something called a Crystal Viper. By now, you're used to fighting huge, bulking behemoths with very easy-to-see and telegraphed attacks. But this fucker stands in your way and says, nope! Adapt or die, fucker! And this thing is strong, but has one fatal flaw. When he gets too close with his sword, you can mash a button prompt not only to deal damage, but knock him down and give you a lead in the fight. All in all, it's a pretty great fight. We're nearing the end of the game now, so major spoiler territory is ahead. You've been warned. Turns out Mr. Big Marine and the President are all in a plan with Russia that would restore economic stimulus to the world through mutual destruction or something. That doesn't make much sense to me, but I failed economics. You find the professor who's re-aiming the laser at Russia, but suddenly he's shot by Mr. Big Boy who's like, oh my god, Sam, I'm gonna send you on a suicide mission and it's to fight me, home run! So you do, and it's more really of a chase, and it's pretty tense. I don't know if there's actually a timer, but the way the dialogue is presented makes you feel like you've got limited time to actually take him out. There's lots of squishies to shoot, and he is not a joke. I tried meleeing him at once, but he just kind of noped that shit aside. Beating him, Sam rushes to... save him? Why, though? We kind of betrayed you. Anyway, he tells you to get out of there, and a bunch of the Marines are gonna kill him? Okay, whose side are you people on? He kills himself to be with the soldiers who died along the way, because the best part of the journey was the friends that we made along the way, I guess. So now it's off to the core and shut the laser off manually or some shit. Oh, but look, it's that one guy from earlier in the game who hasn't showed up since then. No, shit, nope, there's 2 of them. Final fight. Fight 2 of him, and don't die. At first, I was really hating this fight, but the more I fought, the more fun I was having. Especially when I found out that EMPs could take him down and I could pummel him in the asshole until he exploded. Taking down one of them leads to this amazing sequence that looks straight out of a shonen anime, and I'm A-okay with that. Seriously badass stuff here. I loved every second of it. Oh, but oh no, we killed the wrong one. After taking down the second one, you get a sequence of button prompts that... yeah, it's one of those finishers from AAA games that I like to do a lot. Wrestling control away from the player, because that's fun. You get the bad guy's gun, and I was really hoping we actually got to fight him with it, but nope, you get 3 shots to kill him. And that's it. Game's over. It wasn't even the villain. He was controlling this robot from far away. He's off fucking masturbating or something. And then the president kills herself, and the game ends. Vanquish. Fucking sweet. The only way I can describe it is that it's a game that knows first and foremost that it's a video game and it's meant to be fun. But it does lose some merit for silly choices. Does it make it bad? Hell no. This game is amazing. Again, thanks to my buddy Sidokus for donating this game. I've wanted to play it for years. Now that I have, I'm sad I waited so long to do so. From satisfying gunplay to inventive mechanics that were copied in games for years to come, you know, sliding on the ground.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
This is a great game that any shooter fan or fan of Platinum games should definitely play. Vanquish gets Nade's seal of approval. Now then, I think I have another interview to conduct. Famed actor and comedian Donald Glover. I don't really know what to...